I hope y'all are well today. Today I'm playing some Cards and Castles 2. This is a game that I actually have a lot of hours in, but I didn't play for maybe a year. It's been a year, and I've been playing for uh, a week since I began playing again. So let's get into it. I really enjoyed this game. I think it's one of my favorite games. I'm gonna play my new deck. Uh, I'm just gonna jump into a game, I think, and then I can go back to my deck and kind of show you what's going on. Um, I definitely have a ton of decks, so um, yeah. I hope y'all are well today, and you guys can kind of see um, me play this game. I don't know if you guys play this game or if you're just getting into it, but I'll get into a game and then I'll show my deck that I'm playing with. Okay, we get to mulligan some cards away. I'm gonna mulligan every single one of these because these are super expensive. And let's see what happens. Okay, my opponent doesn't do anything on the first turn, so I can start. I'm gonna actually spin my Medal of Bravery to get a peasant out, and we'll see what happens. A thief. Okay, I'm going to. I think I'll just take this guy out now. Depending on the deck that I play, I wouldn't do that, but this deck is more based on sort of keeping up some pressure. So it makes sense in this deck to spin that, even though it's a good card and you may want to keep it in a lot of situations. Um, I'm going to play my Wraiths down. They help me draw a card, and they're 3 units, so not bad. This guy got summoned back here, so maybe he wants to keep him safe. This guy's playing pirates and ninjas, so my whole thing with he just takes out all my guys with a man the cannons. My thing with ninjas is you really don't want to keep their cards on the field too long because they can kind of buff them and give them elusive, which means they'll go farther and he can like come up to my castle and just hit it immediately, which isn't great because I'm gonna put my Doom ship down. But yeah, it isn't great because they're basically ninjas are obviously very tricky, so you have to kind of watch out for them, you know. Okay, so they're spamming a bunch of units. This is actually kind of good for me because when people spam a bunch of units like this, I can kind of take them out simultaneously. That makes sense, and they could end up not having enough cards in their hand, right? Does anyone else think that this rat catcher looks like Nardwar? If you know what I'm talking about, then okay, they play the Blade Mantis. Yeah, this is very interesting. Um, they just play a neutral unit, but it's strong, so I'm just going to Curse of the Moon this, give it madness so he can attack his other guy. And then I'm gonna play 3 more Wraiths. My Doom ship uh, awakens when I summon 7 units, so it's almost done now because I'm playing all these Wraiths. Let's see what they do about this, if anything. Yeah, that's kind of the whole thing of this deck. Is it's very It's got a lot of madness in it, so even if my opponent has really big stuff, I can just make them attack each other. So it's kind of nice. Let's take this guy out, and I guess we'll take this guy out. I don't know. I guess so. And then I think I'm gonna play Dracula now, because Dracula makes it so that our castle changes. Now we can teleport it once per game to any place on the field to keep it safe, and we can pay 3 to drain 1 health from something. So like this guy right here, if I have extra energy next turn, I'll just drain his health. Of course, they don't let that happen. Um. Okay. They definitely don't seem to have a lot going on right now, and I think it's because they're playing ninjas, but they're also kind of not. I don't know. They're not really. They played a bunch of units out, but I don't know. You know, they're not really able to keep up with either this deck or just this game in general. This match. Expose weakness, destroy that, but well, they were actually able to do something that turn. That was really cool. And I'm not saying that they're playing bad or anything, right? I'm just saying like sometimes people make mistakes. It happens, and also, but like that was it. Like obviously, our castles are in the same spot, so to speak. But I do feel more comfortable here, right? They only have 5. They just drew their 5th card in their hand, and they don't have anything on the field, so I don't. Okay, it just seems like they're spending a lot of resources, right, just to keep me at bay. And now that we're at just about at turn 10, I feel pretty comfortable here just playing like the Kraken, right? Um, that being said, I might want to wait just a tad. I'm going to do this. Um, I guess we could drain that guy. Oh, what happened? I got kicked out of the game for some reason. Throw me back in, coach. Throw me back in. I don't know what happened. Oh, is it taking me back in? I think it's taking me back in. Okay. Okay. This person said I got kicked out. Same. Okay. Intern. Yeah. One cool thing about this, I was wondering what happened. Yeah. Cool. One cool thing about this is there's some pretty cool like people in this game. Like some people do talk mess, but you could just ignore them, right? And some people that's like they're not doing that to be mean or anything. Like they just like to talk mess, like with other people who also like to talk mess. So it's not like a big deal or anything. But let's see. So we're gonna have these people attack each other. Um, Maybe we drain this guy. If we got perfect hits, they'd all kill each other. And they do, okay. That's awesome. I think that was the most likely outcome that they all take each other out. But now I feel like we're in a good spot because this is kind of how I play and it makes sense, right? Like a situation like this, right? People might think, oh, what are you going to do about this peasant, right? But it's like, it's only 1 damage, right? So like, I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm just going to play the Kraken down. Kraken's going to be an 8/8 unit with Berserk. So like that's the thing is when people play tit for tat like that, they can really mess up in terms of um, you really want to take advantage of your opportunities, right? In any strategy game. So right, like they don't have because they're ninjas, ninja pirates. They don't really have big enough units to even do anything about this. So we just it just works. And now this is what's funny is because we can do this now, and this is why this deck is so good, is because I have a 10/10 Leviathan in my hand. I have Screams of the Fallen, which deals 10 damage amongst enemies, and it and it goes up for how many times our units die. So it's like we're kind of huge here, right? And I'm thinking, what do I want to do more? I think I want to. Normally, I would wait to Screams of the Fallen until like the end when more things have died. But like in this position, right? Because I have the castle and I can keep draining their health. It's like, why would I even wait? I might as well just play it now because if they don't get enough stuff down, they just lose. And even if it ends up being like, oh, they only have like 2 health left, right? It doesn't matter, right? Because I can just drain it over time and they still lose. So now they play their Leviathan out, which is fine. But like, see what I'm saying? Because it's random, it doesn't even matter that they played that. So like, yeah, basically, I'm just gonna play my Leviathan and just start draining them now. I don't think there's much they can really do about it. Yeah, this person is a good player. If it's the same unknown that I've played or whatever, but I'm also a good player, and this is a good deck. I've noticed my sort of Undead Sea deck, right? My sort of Flying Dutchman deck, and this is just game. I'm just gonna drain life here. Exploit weakness. Okay, they saw it. Um, okay, gold one. It's this is such a fun game. I'm gonna give him a GG. This is such a fun game. So let's go to the deck and I'll show you guys what it is. I've got some some weird stuff in here, but okay. So it's my Undead Sea deck, right? The Flying Dutchman. Um, we've got all sorts of stuff to sort of mess with your opponent's ability to do anything. So we've got hypothermia to frostbite them and lower their stats. We got Curse of the Moon to give them madness. We also have Dark Mirror to give them madness on a grander scale, right? We've got Essence of Hatred to just take all their stats away, and if they if they go to 0, they die. We have Exploit Weakness, which is one of the best cards for pirates, in my opinion, just because it's a removal, right? As long as something's injured, you can just flat out destroy it. And so it's really easy, especially when I get Dracula down and I can like drain their castle and stuff and drain their units. I can just drain a unit and then just exploit weakness it, which you saw in the last game. So it's really easy. Or if I just have peasants sitting around, like I can just have them attack and then do that. So yeah, man, the cannon's also one of the best things in pirates, just because it's an AOE, right? You saw that in the last game when they played it and just destroyed all my units. Deal 2 damage to random enemy units. If you still have less than units, do it again. So at most you can get 8 damage out of this. It used to be a card that just did 2 damage to all their units before it got nerfed, which was, or it might have been 3 damage. It was either 2 or 3 damage. I think it might have been 3, but it was busted. It was busted, I guess. Um, I mean, we all didn't think it was that busted. We all just thought it was just another AOE card, right? Just like the Vikings have like Yarm Lightning. It does 3 damage to all units, which also got nerfed. But anyway, then we got Smuggling Ring. I also think this is almost a must take. Well, it used to be a must take in Pirates, but I still think it's good. Add a 1, 2, and 3 cost contraband to your hand. Just getting more resources to play out is nice, especially because in this deck there's a lot of times where I'm not really playing all my energy out, especially once I um, get Dracula down, because then I'm not like playing peasants and stuff, and I'm playing a lot of like big Leviathan Kraken stuff, streams stuff anyway. So I like getting a one cost or two cost just to like defend, right, or just get a good ability or whatever. Wraiths, this helps me draw all my awesome stuff, and it also feeds my Screams of the Fallen. So it makes it that once they die, I get more damage on screens. But it also, despite drawing a card and doing that, it also feeds my Doom ship, right? Because this this needs to wait for 7 units to feed it, and so if I just play like two race after I play Doom ship, I'm literally one away. I mean, just play like two race and a peasant, and it's online. So it's really fast. I have Angel of Death. Honestly, I just have this guy in here because he's a legendary. He's a good card. The interesting thing about Angel of Death is that he's in a lot of situations he's kind of like frail. You know what I mean? He's kind of frail. He's easy to destroy. But in this deck, I actually think he's can be quite good, and the reason that is because his whole thing is he's got Death Strike. When this slays an enemy unit, resurrect it under your control. So he kills something immediately, and then he resurrects it for me. And the reason that this is good is the same reason that Witch Doctor is good, which I'll get to in a minute. But Angel of Death, if I play him, like say I want to play the Kraken, right? Or I want to play Leviathan, right? If I, on the turn that I play Angel of Death, if I also like man the cannons or something, or I manage to put them in a position where they don't have anything on the field and I play Angel of Death, now if I play something like the Kraken uh, or Leviathan or something, and they play something, then I can say, oh, well, I'm going to kill whatever you play, and then you're still going to have to deal with this, right? So and I get a copy of it, right? So, like, for the Kraken, for example, right? If I play Angel of Death before Kraken, what happens when you play Kraken is people try to, like, start playing a bunch of units on the field to fight this Kraken, right? And if they play small units, he just destroys them because he sucks everything in and he destroys anything under like 3 health or whatever. But if they play something big, right, um, then it's helpful to have Angel of Death to just go kill their big thing and take their big thing, right? So it's like you can't play anything small, you can't play anything big, right? So you have to find out how to take out Angel of Death and then cheat out like a big unit. So it's pretty strong. Dread Pirate Robbins is also legendary, so I have him in here too. He just gives me more resources to play. If they're not ready for him and can't just like remove him immediately, then I can get a copy of an epic or a legendary from my opponent, and it costs one less. So um, he's another one, kind of like Angel of Death, that you just want to play out when not much is going on, just so that you can sort of take advantage of them not being ready for him and get a bunch of cool units. Witch Doctor works in the same vein as Angel of Death does, right? So on turn 9, right, I play Witch Doctor, right? Just as an example. Turn 9, I play Witch Doctor and something else like Essence of Hatred or something, take out one of their units or whatever. Now, not only is Witch Doctor one of the best undead units, if not the best, I mean, he's insane, right? Last will give all enemy units -3/-3, destroy any that have 0 attack. This is an insane card, right? It's AoE, right? So it's AoE in the sense that it takes 3 health away from everybody and takes 3 attack away from everybody, but it also destroys things if they have 0 attack. So like even if they have a huge 10 power or 10 health unit or whatever, right? But it only has like 2 attack, it still takes it out. So everything gets most things get taken out in this circumstance. or they just get cut down severely. And why this is so good is I play this turn 9, right, or whatever, or around turn 9, right, and they play whatever, and then on turn 10 I just attack with him, right, make him die. He cuts down everything, and then I just play Kraken, right, or I just wait and I Kraken him too, kill him too, and destroy basically all their units. Like if they have a lot of small stuff, or if they have some stuff that's like medium size, I cut those down so they all get destroyed by the Kraken, right? And it makes it really hard for them, even if they play a big unit. It's still going to get cut down before it fights the Kraken. So the Kraken will still be kind of healthy and can still uh, stay alive. Anyway, yeah, Witch Doctor into Kraken is insane. Um, is what I'm getting at here. Witch Doctor into Screams of the Fallen also insane. All right, just being able to take down a lot of their stuff and then just do a bunch of damage. But Screams of the Fallen is really here. I mean, it is here for its initial purpose, right? Which is to deal damage amongst enemies. But the reason for Screams of the Fallen in this deck isn't that we're trying to take out their units, right? We want to play this so they don't have many units, right? We want to force them to play units out. Does that make sense? And also with Screams of the Fallen, why it's good is because it's random, right? So like if my opponent is at, like we saw in the last game, if they're at low health, Screams of the Fallen doesn't care. It's not gonna like attack their units first. You know what I mean? It's gonna attack everything randomly. So if I get their castle down to like low health and I play Screams of the Fallen, it's gonna get even lower, or they're just gonna lose. And if if they do get super low and I play the Dracula, then I can just sort of drain health away from them and beat them that way. And even if they start, if they somehow get a lot of board presence or whatever, doesn't really matter because Dracula Castle can also teleport, so I can stall. I can stall with Dark Mirror, right, to like make them attack each other. I can Curse of the Moon them, so it gets really difficult for them to, to actually fight that. And then we also have Spectral Rider. It's an epic. He's a charge, which is obviously very good. He's along the lines of a Wyvern Rider from Blue, which is similar in stat line and is a charge, similar in stature. But basically, this guy's nice for the Doom ship because when he deals damage to something, he summons an undead unit with cost equal to his attack. So I can just kind of run around, and if I can get even one hit out of him, it's fine. But if I can get two, it's really good, right? If I can just get two and just help, plus that helps Screams of the Fallen, right? It helps have give us more units to kill without having to put our whole deck like stock it up with units, right? And then we have the Leviathan, uh, a rare card, but it's super duper strong. I like to play them separately, um, just in case my opponent has like some removal or some board clear. A lot of the time, though, this deck works so fast that the opponent doesn't really um, like. Sometimes when I play Leviathan and my opponent has some kind of removal, they've already played one or two, right? Because I have the Kraken and all this other stuff that they want to get rid of, the Witch Doctor and all this, and it makes it difficult sometimes for them to actually have enough removal to remove these two Leviathans and this Kraken, right? I don't know if I talked about Phantom Horse. Phantom Horse, Warcry, give an enemy unit -3/-3. It's a good card. Um, by the way, because that's the last card I think that I haven't talked about. But yeah, Phantom Horse. I think Phantom Horse is good because I can do this sort of Essence of Hatred thing, but I can also put a 4/3 unit down. And so it's kind of nice to have to be able to put a unit down and also basically either cut down or destroy a unit that my opponent has. it allows me to keep pressure on the board without just like playing a bunch of spells to destroy their units and then just being like, oh, well, I'm just going to play more units, right? Destroy them all you want, right? Because at the end of it all, right, in this game, spells versus, if you have spells versus units, right? Like if one person has a deck full of only spells and the other person has a deck full of only units, the person with the units ends up winning. And the reason for that is because spells, like say if I wanted to attack your castle with spells, like an instant, right? It only happens once, right? But if I have a unit down and I get a unit to like camp on your castle and just sit there and hit face, the unit can do that every single turn, right? So this Dread Pirate Robbins, he would be 4 damage every turn, right? If I had a spell in his place that said do 4 damage to your opponent's castle, Dread Pirate Robbins getting down there, he does 4 damage in one attack, and then every subsequent turn keeps doing 4 damage. See what I'm saying? So units are actually a bit stronger in that sense. Of course, units can also be destroyed, so that's the trade-off. But let's keep going with this deck because I've been winning a lot with this deck. So I just want to see how far this can go because it's just been so strong. It's so strong in like the middle game, right? Just being able to like basically say, okay, by turn 10 to 15, you may just lose, right? It's really good for my deck. Um, so let's see. I'm gonna give them the good luck, have fun. Oh, if I can type today, and we'll see what happens. So this person has. I think it's important to see what like your opponent has, like what factions they have, because in that way you can kind of see what they would want to do, like what kind of strategies can they employ, right? And that's important because that can change how you play, right? But anyway, let's take this guy out. Let's get our race. Now we're drawing cards, and we've got some board presence. So so there's many things that they could do with this color combination, right? They can't. It's not just one strategy that they could possibly have. They could have multiple. I think in this situation, right, that I see these units and stuff. I think maybe they just have a combination. Uh, sorry, I have allergies. Um, they maybe have a combination of units that help give them spells, right? And just like maybe big kind of yellow units, maybe. There's a lot of things that they could do with this color combination, so I'd have to wait and see uh, what's going on, if that makes sense. Uh, and this is one of those situations, like I was saying before, where I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna leave that chicken on the field, right? Because whenever I see red or I see purple, I know that they have a lot of spell. They probably, right? They probably have a lot of spells and things. So like I could have killed their peasant and then played Dread Pirate Robbins there, right, to defend against that 3/3 chicken. But it would, for me, right? I'm thinking it's very unlikely that they don't have something to be able to just destroy him, right, and then just go with their chicken and attack my castle. And because bread is obviously like most games is like a burn down type of faction, right? I don't want to let them get damage on my castle. Does that make sense? Like in most situations, right? Like if I were playing against yellow blue, right? Blue yellow, or if I was playing against green yellow, right? I may not necessarily want to use Essence of Hatred just yet, right? Because I feel like um if I use it, right, I won't have it later, if that makes sense. But in this situation, it makes sense to say, okay, I just see how good that is, see how strong that is. But yeah, in this situation, it makes sense for me to say, oh well, actually, um, they could just destroy my unit with a spell and then just have a bunch of units on my side of the field, and I don't want that. Right? If it was a Crusader Viking deck, right? And they had something, I might if it had enough health, I might say, okay, I'll defend with this, just because I know that like they don't have a ton of spells to get rid of it or anything, or even if they do have spells, they're not like do 10 damage, right? They're like do 3 damage, right? So like I might have been more comfortable leaving their stuff on the board. But if they have a bunch of spells and a bunch of like tricky ninja stuff, I don't want to leave their stuff on the board, right? Because then they can destroy my stuff and just attack my castle willy nilly, or they could just buff up the stuff that they do have and like jump it all the way to the other side of the board and attack my castle. And this is too much variance for me to be comfortable, right? Let's see. Okay, so this is like a Curse of the Moon moment here, I think. And then I'm gonna get the pirate down. But yeah, I don't want them to have stuff on the field. Also, I noticed that they keep playing the bounty chicken, which is like giving them more bounty chickens, I guess, or it's giving them eggs, which after 3 turns turn into another bounty chicken, which gives them more eggs and stuff. So maybe they don't have a ton of units, if that makes sense. Because I wouldn't be surprised if what they're doing is they kind of have a ton of spells, and then they're using like chickens and things to have a board presence. That could be a thing that they're doing. Um, it would make sense to me. So now this is the weird kind of thing here. Um, they played the Gargoyle, which is a cool unit, but it doesn't awaken until after we damage their castle. And so I almost wanted to bring Dread Pirate Robins this way, right? Towards the supply depot. But I'm not really the type of person to um, mess around with the supply depot. Like I want to win, right? I want to attack the castle. But that being said, one issue, the one thing that I'm thinking about here is that I want to play like the Kraken, right, or Leviathan or something, and just attack their castle for a bunch of damage before he gets online. Does that make sense? So like I kind of don't even want to hit the castle right now. Oh, they just activated them themselves. Okay, well then I don't have to worry about that, I suppose. I suppose that's fine then. So we could take this guy out right now, which I think I probably will. I'm just gonna put some unit pressure on these folks, right? Because I think that they maybe have just a ton of spells and stuff, and not a ton of units. Um, so that's why I'm saying that. But like also a lot of their stuff is just small, which is nice for me because like they can play all these all they want. I'm just gonna play the Kraken, right? Like I don't really see a reason not to, and I'm gonna destroy that for because it makes sense to do so. But yeah, I'm just gonna play the Kraken now, and yeah. But I think one thing about Warlocks is when you're playing against a lot of other factions, you can kind of like play everything close to the chest. With red, it's not so easy to do that. You know what I mean? Because they can attack your. They have cards like Blaze that just do damage to your castle. So you know what I mean. So if you just wait, they'll just keep like you'll wait and you'll be like, wow, I just have so many more resources than they do, but you'll have like 4 health on your castle. You know what I mean? And so it's like, oh wait, this doesn't actually make a ton of sense. You know what I mean? Okay, that's cool. He'll be mad for a turn, but that's fine. This is also a good situation to. I'm gonna play the Leviathan. No, I was gonna say I'm gonna play the Leviathan out because I expect them to play. I'm gonna play this meditation, reduce the cost of my cards. I would expect them to play like a Dragon's Fire here. I think if I play Leviathan out, I might they might play like an End of Days, which would be kind of annoying. Um, that being said, I'm just gonna sort of do this sort of thing. I want to see if they have it. Like I imagine that they probably play like a Dragon's Fire here and just destroy this. But if they don't have anything of the sort, then I'll play Leviathan. I could have played Leviathan and just said, well, oh, if they have End of Days, they'll play. If they don't, I win, right? Which is fine. That's a gamble that you can make also. But I'm not going to, especially because like I don't know. I'm not gonna risk that because they can be tricky, right? Red can be tricky, and they have a ton of ways to do stuff that you might not even expect. So I'm just gonna exploit this weakness, and I'm gonna start attacking their castle again. Smuggle some more stuff. Sanctify this. Get some spells. We also have Biting Cold here. Frostbite all enemy units with 3 or less attack. I probably should have played that. I didn't realize it was enemy units. For some reason, I thought it was all units with 3 attack or whatever. So I definitely should have done that, right? Because now they're gonna attack us. Well, maybe, right? Maybe I should have done that. Feels like kind of a waste to Dark Mirror here. You played another card this turn, deal 1 damage to that enemy. I could also try to do this. Hold on, hold on. Does this work? Oh, so close. We're gonna say that would have been fun. That would have been fun. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of bring some small units into the picture for a little bit. This person is definitely doing a good job keeping stuff at bay, but they are leaking some damage here. I'm sort of glad to see them play this kind of stuff out, though, right? Yeah, that's actually kind of a common occurrence is once people play one thing out, they play other things out, and they try to take advantage, which a lot of the times can leave people on the back foot because if you have a way to deal with that, then they kind of run out of units to play. I guess my question is, can we? I really want Dracula. I think I also want Screams of the Fallen. Like I want certain cards right now. I think we just ignore him, right? Wait, yeah, we just ignore him. But yeah, I want to. If I get Dracula, I'm in a really good spot. That's the thing is like it's kind of been a little bit back and forth, but we have more damage on their castle, obviously. But it's been a little bit back. But the thing is like I feel pretty comfortable. Well, what did they just do? Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! What are they? What are they up to here? So they destroyed it. They destroyed him. I mean, they're losing some. some stuff here, right? Um, Doom Ship. I mean, we'll hit this thing. We still have, right? We'll attack this thing. We still have 6 damage left or whatever. Maybe I don't play the Witch Doctor yet, though. That seems a little bit impetuous. We have 11 damage on board. That should be okay. That's exactly enough. I want to keep this guy because having this is like basically having a like insano just go away card basically. I also have 2 dark mirrors, so I really don't need to hold on to it that much. But you'd be surprised how quickly an enemy can make you use all like 2 dark mirrors, right? You'd be surprised how quick that can happen. So this is weird though. It seems as if, right? It seems as if what's happening is my opponent doesn't actually have like dragon fires and stuff, which is kind of crazy. Um, you attack your friend. I mean, I don't have to go anywhere, do I? This attacks this. This is. I'm not gonna really do anything. I'm just gonna wait. This is one of those situations where I just wait. You know what I mean? I'm starting to get the picture of what kind of deck they have now, and it doesn't seem that they have a lot of removal, like end of days type stuff. They have more units than spells, so um okay. I mean, might as well not dilly dally. Do I want a witch doctor or do I want an angel of death? I think I just angel of death, right? Like, what are they gonna do about it? That sounds so silly, but like, what are they gonna do about it? The only reason I didn't want a witch doctor is because like I don't have Kraken. I not Kraken, but I just don't have like any thing to play behind it. Does that make sense? Like if I had Screams of the Fallen, I'd be happy to play Witch Doctor just to like take all their units out and then do damage. But right now, that's why I decided to play this instead of that. Hopefully, that's the correct choice. Then again, I was thinking about like I want to save this for like when they play a big unit, right? But the thing is like I'm not scared of these, right? So I only play Witch Doctor if they're like swarming me, or I just need to clear space for Kraken or something. That makes sense. I also have Biting Cold here, which is actually kind of nice. I could freeze them. Okay. They moved out the way. They want me to kill this guy? They want me to kill that thing? Mm. Get out of here. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take this. This is online now. I'm gonna frostbite them now. Eh? We like. So now I have their sergeant. I have this guy on the field. I have this baby banshee on the field, and their stuff is frozen, so they can't attack this stuff. They have to use spells or something to if they want to, or that guy. This is actually fine. Um, the real problem is that he's hmm. And you know what? Maybe we do. He has regenerate, so the first hit doesn't do anything. But maybe we do this. Maybe we do just take him out, right? Then I play the Leviathan. Oh, that might have been a mistake, right? Are they going to end of days me? I should have played Screams of the Fallen, but it's only at 11 damage. So I think they also kind of nerfed it to where it only starts counting like later in the game or like when comes to your hand. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why it feels a little bit underwhelming, but it's not really underwhelming, is it? It's 11 damage. My question is, from what I've seen, right? I've played enough to think that they should have played like an End of Days or something, and they didn't. You know what I mean? So it's like Hand of Judgment. That's really good. That's a really good card, and that's good for this. But I don't think that's going to help in this situation, is it? I got to do a lot more. If this is it, this might be GG. If this is all they have, I don't know if they realize, but 6-4, right? They might have forgot about this guy. Attack. Oh, they magic stopwatch to my guy. That makes sense. I'm gonna play the Witch Doctor down now, I think. I could play Screams of Wraiths here to like boost Screams of the Fallen. But I don't think I need to. I think I'm just gonna play Screams of the Fallen next turn. They have 2 on their castle. No way. No way with the like sparse amount of units that they have do we not get 2 damage, right? Copium? No, I don't think it's copium. I think that's just accurate. I don't think they're gonna be. I mean, you know what I mean. They don't have it. They don't have a ton of units. Okay, what do they play here? Think like a swordsman would be nice for them. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? We have Screams of the Fallen. I don't know what they could do, right? This guy, okay, okay, he's big, but it doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter. Um, that is annoying. I'll grant that is annoying. Actually, now that I think about it, is it though? Is it annoying? I don't know. We just play Screams of the Fallen here. I should have attacked their castle. I could have. I didn't even think about it. Right? I should have attacked their castle. But it only would have been 1 damage. I mean, I think we're probably good here, right? This is an annoying unit, but we're maybe okay. Like, I think we are maybe okay. If this thing is annoying, it's going to do 5 damage to us. But yeah, it doesn't matter. MVP. MVP is this unit right here. This Wood Knight blocking. MVP. MVP. I'll give him a GG. I'll give him a GG. I don't know. I guess we could play another game with this deck. It's fun. It's a fun deck. I'm a little bit out of sorts today. I don't know if y'all can tell. Normally, I'm a little bit more composed in my videos, but that's okay. It's also probably because I have allergies, but but usually I'm more composed and more, you know, on it. But I mean, we're still winning, so that's good, very least. Anyways, how y'all been doing? How have y'all been doing? If you're watching this, you're definitely a person of culture. And this is such a good game. This is Cards and Castles 2. Cards and Castles 1 is super, was a super, not, I won't say like super popular, but it was a very popular game also. And this is a relatively, like, the cool thing about this game is whenever I sign in, there's always somebody, there's always people I can play. Like, there's never a long wait time, which is cool. Um, but I think that they may come out with another one. I've heard rumors that they're coming out with the next Cards and Castles. Um, which, if that's the case, that's really awesome. So I decided to kind of come back and play for a while, uh, and hopefully they do come out with the next one. It'll be fun. Anyways, we're just swarming them with our with our teensy units right now. Heal for 2. I mean, we don't have anything we want to heal. I will just leave it. I guess we should have played it anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we should have played it anyway. Just to, just to get it out of our hand as like a body on the board. Because we have a max hand size. We just lost one of our favorite things. Okay, I'm gonna man the cannons. Okay, cool. Dojo me, right? Dojo me. Oh, this is gonna be a big Phantom Horse. Gonna be big. Gonna be a big boy. I want to play the Doom ship out. I think we have time. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Doom ship. Heal for 2. I mean, I don't want to play the priest yet. I think the priest could come in handy. Oh, by the way, our opponent is red and green, so that's pretty insane. Actually, when I first played this game like a year ago, before they made all the changes, this was my thing. I played red and green because it's like you can get the most resources out of anything. Like green, you can get a bunch of contraband from other factions. Red, you can get just a ton of spells. So like basically, red and green is like you embrace the randomness, but you have more resources. Um, what should I do? I was thinking about playing Dracula here. I don't know if that would be the wisest course of action, but I'm going to do it anyway. I like having Dracula down early. Lava Font. Okay, they're playing a bunch of itty bitty units, and I'm about to nip that in the bud, I think. Or at least attempt to nip that in the bud. with Witch Doctor. Oh my gosh, am I blind? I could have. I thought he was over. What, what, why did I think I was blocking that guy? Oh, that mistake might cost this one. Cost me this one, guys. I don't know why I thought that he couldn't get to me. I don't know, inert blindness. I guess I didn't see it. For some reason, I thought that he was still blocked somehow. Okay. We gotta get out of here, right? We gotta move. I don't know where we move to. Uh, I know it's my turn. I know. Um, War Cry, deal 2 damage to your castle. No, thank you. I'm gonna. Oh, I'm gonna drain life this guy, I guess. Ugh. I shouldn't have done that. I should have drained life another guy, but that's okay. That's fine. It's okay. But yeah, I don't know why. See, that's what I was saying about red, right? If I would have played this, ideal. If I would have played this optimally, we would not have 7 health on our castle. You know what I mean? But I didn't play it optimally, and it's like I usually do play optimally. It's just sometimes I get what is the word? I don't know. I get like when I'm playing against red, I get more of like a weird. I don't know how to explain it. Like I'll just look up and a lot of damage has been done to my castle, and it wasn't done to my castle because I couldn't stop it. It's just that I was like not taking it seriously enough. Does that make sense? Anyway, we're gonna have to heal or something, right? I have to do something. I'm gonna have to heal up. Oh my gosh, and they have backdraft. This is annoying. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Definitely so. It's like warlock blind, not warlock blindness. Like if I'm really paying attention, I can figure it out. Like I can do it right correctly. But it's just so like you just look up and then it's just like okay, hold on. Big braining right now. Attempting to big brain. Copium. This is insane. Deal 2 damage to your castle. Why would I want that? Why would I want that? You know what? Okay. This is insano mode. Oh, he's back. Our Angel of Death is back. Yeah. We probably lose this one. I mean, we've got I just had Warlock blindness this game. I don't know why. I don't always lose against Warlocks or whatever, right? But it's just sometimes, dude, I just can't even. I just can't even. You know what I mean? Uh, it's just like I just don't see it. I don't see it. You know what I mean? Like it's like sneaky, even though they're not trying to be sneaky. It's sneaky to me because I can't. I don't know. I just don't see the threat, and so I like don't take it seriously. Does that make sense? And it's like, oh, actually, they do have a threat here. And I'm just like, oh, if I would have known, right? Granted, I was talking in the beginning of this video about how like how warlocks play, and I just completely ignored my own advice. I mean, We can't teleport anymore, so that sucks. What we can do though is we can try to get some life back here, which would be nice. Oh, okay. That's helpful. Hold on. This guy's abilities: draw a card, but a random friendly unit takes 3 damage. Is my last spell. Um, kind of don't want to do that, right? I want to keep my units healthy enough. I mean, because if he attacks him, I get another unit. If he attacks this guy, then that just sucks. Basically. Okay. Yeah. Seems like we're kind of cooked. I don't. Um. I mean, I could Spectral Rider again, or I could Phantom Horse. I could Phantom Horse and then Wraiths. I don't know. Yeah, this was definitely my fault. This was my fault. I don't know why I said it like that, but this is my fault right here. This was all me. I should have played more optimally. I played bad, real bad. Um. Okay. Um. Imagine if we actually still survive this. That'd be pretty nuts. I mean, I wouldn't say it's impossible or anything. We have steady healing, but when they're like every turn, just like destroy and then attack castle is going to be. Oh, never mind. We lost, right? Oh, maybe not. Okay. I thought they were just going to play like Blaze and just do 4 damage to our castle. I guess not, though. They played Final Flash. That's actually not bad. That's kind of bad. Dragonfire, that's kind of bad. Oh, they're actually getting a pretty good Final Flash. Oh, I mean, I guess they're getting 2 Final Flashes, right? Ooh. Stay away. Stay away, all of you. All of you. Stay away. I mean, if I play Witch Doctor and attack my own Witch Doctor, that could work, I think. Alright, so like if I do this, then this guy comes and attacks my Witch Doctor and gets rid of all their units. Honk. Okay, that was good. Look at all these schools of magic. What is going on back here? I just have not been paying attention to anything that they're doing all game. This is hilarious. This is so funny. Like, what are they doing back there? What even are they doing? What are they doing right now? Um, What are they even doing? Smuggling me, I guess? I don't know. Trap activated. Oh, goodness. Great. Just great. Just great. Okay. This is weird. This is so weird. Normally I would have already played Kraken, Screams of the Fallen. This is insane-o. Insane-o mode right now. Yeah, she's gonna blow up her own shit, right? Basically. Blow up all of our shit. Oh! That guy can still attack! Oh no. I thought he was goner. I thought he was gone. Uh-oh. We need certain shit right now that we're not getting. Shit that we're not. Okay, you gotta go. Um. Yeah, it seems like we're just cooked, right? There's nothing to do here. We just lose. That sucks. Uh. Yeah, unless I'm missing something, we just lose. GG's. Dang, guys. Warlock blindness got me. I could have totally, in the beginning of the game where I got lost 5 damage here, 3 damage here, 2 damage here, I could have definitely stopped that, and I didn't see it. It's like I was just my eyes glazed over. Oh, now they're just gonna mess around. There's no way that they let the Kraken come out. No possible way. Final flash. Okay. I'm confused. Okay. 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 Where did this chunky guy come from? Where did that guy come from? Whoa. Okay. Sure. I really don't know who, what, when, where, why at this point. Why they would do that. But okay. I'm confuzzled. Another final flash. What is going on? I just got the weirdest case of deja vu. It's as if I've done this before. uh. Okay. Um. Okay. Dude, what if they just deck out here? Awakens when your opponent plays a spell. Okay. Bro, they might just lose here, right? I don't know if they were trying to showboat or if they were just trying to have fun, but what are they gonna do? Right? Right? Don't we just win? They like cannot beat us now. Well, guys, this is. I guess this is actually a good video to end up. I mean, a good game to end up off on for this video because wow, sometimes if people just sometimes you don't want to be cute, you know what I mean? And granted, they could have something up their sleeve, but nope, doesn't even matter. What? I'm gonna give him a GG. I'm gonna give him a GG. Yeah, I mean, hey, I guess the universe wanted to make it right that I have warlock blindness, but I don't know. That was interesting. Maybe they just thought there was no way I could beat them or something. But that's just not the case. Um, but maybe not. Maybe they were just trying to have fun. Like this is just a fun game, so it's not that like some people are competitive, but most of us just aren't, right? Unless like that someone's playing some kind of tournament or they said Final Flash. Yeah, I know that they were. I know that they were probably just having fun. Like I didn't care. Double, double Final Flash. That Flash. That Flash. I would say that Flash was final, but I kind of gotta go. So, but yeah, this is a. We won 3 games, so that was fun. Let me go. But yeah, we won 3 games. That was fun. Some solid opponents here. This person was so funny. So good game. I mean, they had me anyway, so who cares, right? Might as well have fun. But yeah, that was fun. But yeah, that's interesting. That's just to let you know. Like I've played this person before. They're a good player. Um, some people like if they get into this game and they like actually like that person wasn't like showboating, right? That person was just having fun. Some people will actually like do that and like talk trash, and so it's so funny when that happens and they like lose because you know what I mean, because it's so easy to turn the tables in this game. So that's something to note for people who like just want to mess around, but if you're just having fun, like who doesn't like to see a bunch of final flashes at the end? That was definitely fun. Um, but yeah, hopefully I'm not as out of sorts in the next video. My allergies will be more under control. But other than that, this was fun. And I guess maybe we'll look at another deck other than the sort of the Flying Dutchman thing. But that's how it worked. That's how the deck works. So it's a lot of fun. I think it's quite good. And I guess next time I'll show some of my other sort of decks that I've made. And yeah. So hopefully Cards and Castles 3 or whatever it's going to be called comes out soon. Because that would be a lot of fun. And I thought I'd make a video, even though I don't know if a lot of people are going to watch this, because obviously, like, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a super duper popular game, but I think some people may watch it. Um, but I wanted to make this as sort of a nod to the game because it's really, really fun and really cool. And so I might just make like a few videos hopefully to lead into the next Cards and Castles. Hopefully it comes out soon. But other than that, I can kind of just show some decks that I'm playing in Cards and Castles too. And if people do actually like this, and some people do watch this, I mean, basically most people that have played the game for a long time know me, like know my if I can find myself. They know me, like they know my tag, right? So some people may actually watch this, like if they see it, like they're like, I just want to see if any Card and Castles stuff has come up on YouTube. They might watch this. So hey, if you see me, this is me. Be happy. But yeah, so some people may want to watch this. If you do want to watch this, please let me know. Or if you are coming from Cards and Castles too, and you do know me, or you just want to say what's up, either way, feel free to say what's up. But yeah, this was fun. This was a fun little excursion that we went into my little Flying Dutchman deck. But yeah, maybe I'll make a few videos of this. I mean, it's always fun to play games that you like to play, and maybe I'll get some more people into the game. So it is what it is. But next time, maybe I'll show one of my other decks. I swear, I'm putting all my secret techniques out, right? All my secret techniques are going to be out and about. But that's okay, right? I want to show people what kind of stuff I do in this game. And yeah, so if you're part of the Cards and Castles community and you stumbled upon this, thanks for watching. If you've never played Cards and Castles and you stumbled upon this and you enjoyed it, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.